Hi, Toy Tractor Times fans. I'm at the 2022 Lafayette, Indiana Farm Toy Show with Silas Schultz, who's come here from Michigan. Silas, congratulations on taking first place in the junior division, which is ages 13 to 17, and a very competitive class here at the show, and well deserved. You won the Toy Tractor Times 4TW35 first place trophy. And would you mind giving us a tour of your Michigan farm here?
Yes, I would, Jason.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Well, let's take a look at it here.
Here is the Dice Farm. It's our second farmyard that we have. It's pretty much where we store all our tillage equipment in real life and a couple extra pieces too that just don't fit at the main farm.
So we're going to see a lot of white farm equipment on our tour, and you guys actually farm it. This is your farm.
Yes, all the tractors on here are models of our real life tractors, and most of the equipment is what we have in real life as well.
So if people want to check out your farming operation, which I hope to get on Big Tractor Power YouTube soon, but you also have an Instagram page?
Yes, my Instagram is Michigan Crop Farmer.
Very good. Well, check it out. And I guess we'll start out here on the road. We've got a Chevy Silverado and a Gleaner grain head coming down the road, and then got the classic Gleaner Alice Chalmers N5, which is a pretty cool piece to have.
This is a neighbor's setup, and they have something quite similar to this in real life, so it matched the display very well.
And then we can kind of come up the driveway, and you've got your machine shed here full of equipment. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what we can see in here? I see a liquid tender trailer.
Yep, we got a 1,000-gallon tender. That's a alloy toolbar for applicating nitrogen, the orange piece. It's just like the neighbor's setup that they have down the road, so I based it off of theirs. And then we have a case disc bind that I detailed out. There's a Archway grinder mixer that I based off of a 125A. It started as a John Deere, and I repainted it and gave it some details.
Nice.
The corn planter up front is a John Deere 1780 6-row folding. It's a Kyle Shepard piece that I picked up at the show here.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a very nice piece. I was very happy to get that. And then there's a 1560 John Deere grain drill, which we don't have, but it's something I'd like to invest in the future because they're nice drills.
And then got the kick baler here.
Yep, it's an international baler. It's not quite like ours, but ours is very close to that. We have a New Holland, so that's the only difference pretty much.
Yep, good old 430 or 435.
Yep.
And then we've got a field boss here.
That's my favorite part of the shed. It's a white 270 Field Boss. It's the exact same as we have in real life. I got the little green step on the side that was added extra, and painted the seat different color. And it's got a custom rock box like ours.
Cool. Well, we can come back here, and it looks like you're getting ready to move on to the next field over here.
They just finished up, so they're taking the header off. It's a 1020, 25-foot grain head built by Connor Sislak, who's a good friend of mine, and he does some really nice custom work. And then the combine is a 2388 that I customized myself, new tires and all the handrails and such.
Looks like the later model towards like the 2006 style. With
it's a 2006, that's what we have.
Perfect. Got that side screen where most of the 2388s and 2188s had the screen on the back by the engine. Do you have a air wheel on here too? Or?
Yeah, we have a Prairie air system on ours, so I made sure to include that on the model.
Now here's what I like on farms. I like checking out equipment row here.
Yeah, this is just like it is in real life. We line it up right along the ditch, and we have a 445 white chisel plow that I scratch built off of our real life one. And then there's a white 5-bottom plow like Grandpa used to have, and then some odds and ends and pieces.
International field cultivator.
Yep.
My favorite piece, the bar and dump cart.
Yeah, it was the only scratch-built piece that I've completely done myself, and I didn't want to buy a custom one, so I figured I'd try my hand at making it.
Oh, it looks really good.
Thank you, Jason.
And field cultivator?
Yep, that's a Timmy Holker white field cultivator. And then I have a 30-foot sulfur, just like our real-life one. So pick up.
They do a nice job. We do a lot of wet ground with them.
Yeah, they'll cut through anything. Chop it up just as good as a plow.
So it looks like they're putting down some line.
Yep, this is a white 2180. That's modeled after a tractor we used to have, just recently got rid of. But in the cab, there's a guy and some flags, and That's a lime spreader. Is based off our Stolfus that we have.
It's good. I see you put one of the flags out here by the.
Yep, right by the woodchuck hole. Michigan's known for woodchucks, so you got to include those.
Very good. Well, we'll come over here to where they just finished harvesting the beans, and we got a couple more Field Boss tractors.
Yep. First one is a white 4180. It's the exact thing we have with a custom flasher bar on the back. It's pulling a Brent 672 grain cart, which is the same as we pulled the last couple of years with it. I did put a custom tarp kit on there that I made up myself, put all the lights and cameras and all the wires on the grain cart as well. So it's just like our real one that we have.
Very good. And then you've got a Ford Louisville being loaded up here.
Yep, that's a Ford Louisville L9000 like we have. It's a triaxle truck. We don't use it much anymore because it's kind of the spare, but it's a nice model that I made.
And then we've got a later model Ford here.
That's our LTL 9000. That's the latest truck we've added to our fleet. It's a good sized truck with a 22-foot bed and quad axles. It'll haul a whole lot of grain for you.
And then we got another tractor here on a Kilbro's cart.
That's Kilbro's gravity wagon, and that's a white 2105. It's like the one my grandpa bought back in the early 90s to pull our planter. It's got yellow rims on the front because the man he bought it from swapped the rims for John Deere's years ago, and we just never changed them back. So.
Oh, nice personal touch to the tractor. And then
addition.
We can see the service truck over here pulling the header wagon away from the combine.
Yep, it's a Ford F350 that was built by Malachi Artrip.
Okay.
It's a nice piece. I really like the work he did on that.
And then we've see the front side of the shed, and I was kind of excited you have a Lamco wagon here, which were built in New York State.
Yep.
And classic 70s forge box. And still doing some row crop cultivating?
Maybe once in a while it'll get pulled out just if the sprayer didn't do a good enough job. They'll haul it out from the back row and bring it up to the farm and use it again.
Very good. Well, thank you for the tour, and thanks for coming out to the show.
Thanks for touring.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for touring the farm, Jason.
Thank you. And if you've enjoyed this display, you can check out hundreds more on Toy Tractor Times YouTube, and we appreciate you watching all these great videos on model farming. As always, thank you for watching.